Hello, it's Julie here again, and welcome back to my Simply Making series, where I introduce you to the whole philosophy that if you've got things that you can use to make everyday products in your kitchen cupboards that work effectively and are healthier for you, why not do it? I find that I save money, I save the environment, and think it's really easy and simple, very cheap. You would have seen some of my other videos, such as how to make toothpaste. So if you search for that one, you'll find how to make toothpaste that is very effective. But today I'd like to teach you about how to make a very simple deodorant. I probably grew up with a few issues with being a bit smelly, etc., as a youngster, and always had to rely on the heavy-duty deodorants to try and stop that smell. So I never dreamed that something as simple as this would be effective for me. I have tried lots of things from the health shop, such as the crystals and things like that, to help to control body odour, but I have found that this particular formula, which is just 2 ingredients, bicarb soda or baking soda if you like, it's generally called bicarb of soda, and water, and I spray it on twice a day, and I don't really smell. Occasionally there might be a very close-fitting shirt that's made of a synthetic material that might maybe I get a little bit smelly. I tend to try and wear the more natural fibres if I can, but generally it works a treat. It's really, really good. I'll show you what you need for this. This was actually another deodorant that I bought years and years ago. You can see the label's really worn off and things now. And I kept the bottle. I mean, it worked okay for me, but it wasn't as good as what I'm about to show you. But I kept the bottle because it's a really perfect little size and it's a good little spray. So you need something that sprays easily. Like when you think about applying bicarb soda under your arms, it kind of sounds very messy, but this is not messy at all. I also use a funnel just to help me to get everything into the narrow container without too much mess on my kitchen bench. And basically all you need is a teaspoon of your bicarb soda, and then I just fill the rest up with, I use warm water to start with just to make sure it's dissolved through and it's not going to clog up the bottom of the spray tube. So, but that cools down, of course, and then it's just dispersed through the liquid. And yeah, that's it. So I'll show you how I do it. So all I do is simply remove that. I get myself a teaspoon. Okay, so just a teaspoon, like any old teaspoon's fine. I get my funnel and just aim it on the top of the container. Sorry, I'll just put that down a bit so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing on the bench. Yeah. And I simply put in a teaspoon, just about a level teaspoon. I tried putting more of this in and it ended up clogging it up a little bit and it wouldn't spray very well. So I found that this is the perfect quantity to be able to spray without clogging. And one of these will last, honestly, I don't know, like a month, 6 weeks, easily. And it takes no time to make. So you run out of deodorant and you go, oh, I'll just go down to the kitchen and make it. And it literally takes 5 minutes when you're not doing all the talking. So in here I've just got my teaspoon of bicarb soda. And now I'm just about to go to the tap, make it warm, and fill it up with some warm water and then give it a good shake. I'll be back in a moment. I'm just making my water nice and warm. Okay, here I am back. It's dripping a little bit here, but I overfilled it just a little bit. And just make sure I swirl it around so that the teaspoon of bicarb soda isn't just sitting in the bottom. Make sure it's dissolving and clear of the tube. Just give that a good shake. You don't really have to shake it every time you use it either. It sort of it seems to stay dispersed. Now, one clue that I found that is really, really important is I really need to use this twice a day. So after my shower of an evening, I'll put it on before I put my pajamas on, and in the morning as well, obviously, just before I get dressed. But it dries really quickly and easily, and it's no drama to use twice a day, and it really does make all the difference. When I was only using it in the morning, I found that it wasn't nearly as effective. I really needed to use it at night after that shower as well. I just think it helps the bacteria or whatever that's under your arm to stop, making that smell. And it doesn't stop you actually sweating, which I think is a natural bodily process. So I guess you may not use this deodorant if you were going to be doing a presentation to a group of people and had a shirt on that was going to be showing your sweat marks. Because, anyone's going to get anxious in that situation. You would probably use something else that's going to block the sweat a little bit more. But I think it's a natural process to sweat. I like the idea that my body's functioning properly. I like the idea I'm not using aluminium under my arms. And so, yeah, for me, this works really well. So here I've got my spray ready to go, and I just simply spray it underneath. It's blocked up a little bit, must be just getting it to go through. Yep, there it goes, no problem. So okay, all good. Deodorant's made and lasts me for weeks. Okay, enjoy making some simple products, and if you want to look out for some other things, I've got plenty of other things in my Simply Making series. Okay, bye.